decision is thine to make. Wilt thou prove thy subservience and face... I tire of thy wavering. Go. Intriguing. This then is thy will. Our parley is done. We must fulfill our charges. I, as the dragon, and thou as the arisen. Climb upon me. We shall depart for our true battlefield. Thou wishest to dismantle the world's will, just as I do. Yet dost thou know what awaiteth the world, should it meet such a fate? 'Twould become a fleeting, fragile, vacuous thing, bereft of the cycle. Naught would be born into its save chaos, great and terrible. Surviving in such a world would be no simple matter. Shall not change with my death, nor shall it change with mine.
No, stay away.
Pray. Turn back.
Leave now, while you can.
You have strayed, Arisen. And for what? Lest you forget. You have a world where you belong. There, you are to fell the great evil in your path and rule the people as their sovereign. For that is who you are. And it is my wish that you should live out that life of purpose. The time has come for you to return. Go. My children shall see you there safely.
Let us go home. Together.
To a world under your rightful rule.
To a world all your own.
This is your will? Then behold, a world unmerciful, bereft the benevolent hands of gods. You find it strange. But this is your world. The world to which you longed to return. Alas, if only you had chosen to become sovereign. At the end of your travails, yet that world of limitless possibilities has ended. You stand now upon its remains, the vestiges of a world that could have been so much more. Innumerable wills have served to deliver this world from extinction time and time again. You alone have refused to carry out that great purpose. What you see before you is the consequence of your apathy. Behold. Will all come to an end. As it has failed to be chosen, and as 'twill ne'er be read, this world will soon, in the blink of an eye, the sickle of oblivion will reap aught that you have known. I would advise you not to waste these last moments. Explore the perhaps in doing so, you shall come to see the truth and know the wretchedness of a world unworthy of being chronicled. How shall you fare, I wonder? Will you endure in this world, abandoned and unprotected?
You would gather materials here, Master. Can we really afford to carry more?
Arisen. I suspected as much, given that you're poor. One might hypothesize. In any case, we ought to apprise one another of the situation. I found the poor creature collapsed by the wayside near Recognizing your pawn, I thought it possible that the... Alas, Try what I might. Mayhap you will succeed where I could not. The pawn. Ah, yes. I try. After you vanished, 'twas perhaps a month. A host of dragons. Laz the Oracle. As she tells it, 'tis surely only a matter of time. Indeed. In your absence, I had her tell me, Arisen. What became? So, following your plunge into the sea on the dragon, could that have been the world? Yet why would such a being? And speculate I shall. Now, if you can find a way to end...
Oh, Master. How long I've slept, but worry not. Now... Researchers employed there are as tight-lipped as they come.
It is all very secretive. I wonder if the citizens believe it.
You saw the sky fall, I trust. I doubt you could have missed wherever the sky falls, or so I had assumed. Yet aught here... I must examine that creature. It may well be the key to un...
I can see where we need to go, but some fell power is blocking our way.
Perhaps destroying yon urn will...
No longer do I feel the probing gaze of the Watching One. Is this I am he who, despite the magnitude of my feat, thus did I, the being by whose many as to the purpose with which yet I did divine, I despaired. 'Twas what do you understand? Alas, though I indeed. I was dubbed, yes. How else to explain? Falter not, and faith.
I see you have returned, Arisen One. The Mad Sovereign has... If you would save the people of this world from ruin, for this place may chance to...
Goblins, mayhap.
We...
This has gone from bad to worse. Victory!
Thank you, friend. This place does not have long... I'd gladly accompany... Follow me. We'll see what I...
During my time with Lord Phasus, I found myself in a strange state of being. I was conscious of not...
They were supposed to be digging up old ruins or some such. I confess, I don't know all of the ins and outs of the operation. Underlings like myself were given orders, and little else, you see.
This is intended as a means of transport. It would be interesting to see where it might take us.
I dare say there'd be no harm in using this.
Well, here you have it. They've been like this for a month straight now. They refuse to leave. You might as well try to... I know they don't die like we do, but it seems I never wanted to be here. I suppose that's why I can't bring myself... At any rate, I've tried...
The command came that we are to remain here.
I implore you, Aris.
So they're staying here because they were ordered to remain. And they told you that, did they? Strange. But never mind that. More was the Overseer's doing. When the world changed, that craven... But on his way out, he used that artifact they call the God's Way. I expect that order of... Listen, friend. I've a thought. If the Overseer's command is in... Use that key to have a look around. Best keep your eyes peeled for the Overseer...
Right on our feet. So, the pawns were being held here by the power...
Yeah, but Bone. I'll wager he thought to take... He always was a spiteful old goat. At any rate, I'm well... I only hope they'll heed my word, but I'm not worried. I'll find a way to reach them in time, no doubt. My word.
Is the leader of the Elven people. Let us follow our guide, that we might speak with him.
Indeed, you are correct.
Findelnar. Kasinke telpi nun Fionar elwe arfarn.
Mornambue roth nevea tara moriv kemen rosse e la liamorivin palan venis in her
Nullis aman.
kemen rosse andi moretele erando.
Findelnar, morivin les charmen.
Alcarwa fir animartir. Sorne an famel lera nefir heranon.
That man's head is hot.
Really now? You mustn't shirk your duty.
Kasinke aidalia anando.
Nenamboe javstir kemen ros urunete.
Luintarmi kinale ne melto linkana.
Palan hjarmen elorato ala. Nenwen mor javstir lalasta.
The elf... I thank you, friend. It would be no exaggeration.
Your fight continues.
Well now, whatever brings you here? These... You'd have us evacuate with the encampment? I am touched by your kindness, friend, but we'll manage on our own. I could...
Now, I'll hear none of that. Besides, I should have... After all that...
Oh, very well, would you be so kind as to escort...
Time comes.
Let me get that. Sir, I employ...
How many times must I say, now bugger off and leave me alone?
Ah, good. You're back. I'm afraid there's another matter. It concerns the fellow I was just speaking. The man's something of a regular. I sought him out to tell him of the evacuation. I must confess. Could I prevail at this point? Methinks anything I say will fall.
Solomond is as mighty as 100 soldiers. It would be reassuring to have his aid. Shall we speak with him?
True enough.
Fancy meeting ye here, cuz. No, I'm here to live my life as I see fit. Oh, bollocks. Course ye... Aye, fine. Can't say I'll be glad to leave this place.
He seems to have acquiesced. Sir Ernesto will be thrilled to hear it, I'm sure.
Right you are. I shall take this opportunity to observe our surroundings.
We shall fare much better on the road. It will be slow going, mind. Yet, come what may.
People of Volcanic Island are evacuated. May they make it through the impending chaos intact.
Indeed, you are correct. Better to use this, but in the midst of battle.
You've pushed your luck too far.
I'll not take that from you.
Pray calm yourselves, good people. I will have none of this squabbling.
So, Manella, you don't understand.
No, you don't understand. We shan't weather this calamity. Ah, sir, the people despair. I maintain order, but enough of my woes. You wish us to evacuate, after all. If we... Alas, the people of Batal are far from united in purpose. Should we proceed, and with every soul at their wits' end, conflict is like to spark at the slightest as such. Before we take it, and should you encounter any such efforts, will doubtless, as for me, my work...
Flared tempers are under...
I've had well enough of your nitpicking.
I reckon the world would be better off with that.
Go on, hit him harder!
Have you lost your bloody mind?
Reckon you can just cut us down in the... What's the matter with you? Eh? Fuck.
I've wares aplenty, as you can see.
Well met. Oi! I saw it first. Why must I share with a fangler?
This might be worth a read.
You there! You couldn't have come. Put this upstart in his place for me, won't you? Go on, lay into it. If that's what you...
Aye, clear off.
You said it's bad to hurt people. Wow! That's...
Really? Thanks. That's mighty kind of you.
Oi, leave my kid alone.
You're not some child snatcher, are you?
Wait. You shared your food with them.
Aye.
The desire to protect one's kin transcends race and culture. It just goes to show...
Ah! You're
You're just riding on your father's coattails!
You slander my honor, sir! This is no business of yours!
Now, if we are to duel, otherwise who's to say—
Aye, true enough. Well, sir, what say you? Will you watch over us while I take this scoundrel to task? You have my gratitude, sir.
Have at you!
Stand strong! Steel yourself, and we shall not fall here.
Understood. I will await you here, Arisen.
Don't let them get the better of you.
If you let him bestie, you'll never live it down!
I admit it. I underestimated.
Nay.
We owe you a debt. Were it not for your time—
Indeed.
It seems some things can only be resolved by crossing blades. But I doubt they'll quarrel again after this.
Such moments make me proud to serve the Arisen.
Ah, Sir Arisen, the people of Batal are beginning to— We shall see the fruits of your labors when the time comes to it. Pray, return to Empress. Heavens only know how many love.
What say we report back to Empress Nadinia? Her Majesty ought be willing to commence the evacuation now.
I know not what to call it, but a miracle. Empress Nadinia has returned to us from beyond the veil of Her Majesty has begun her— I must ask you to wait till she—
One of our ministers informs us that you have our gratitude. Your journey continues.
Pray excuse the
Indeed. Forgive.
Bagbatal and the rest down are now safely evacuated.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Creature is gone.
Got nothing to fear if I keep my wits about me.
Your Majesty, how glad I am to see you safe. Where have you been this... The end of the world? Are things slow? I am aware of the dragon attack on Melv. We received word that naught but it was a tragedy, and I would not see it repeated. You would have me evacuate the city. Ever since the fall of Melf, the citizens of Vernworth have lived in fear that their homes are... If there is safe harbor to... But I doubt I could... Methinks your majesty would... After the false sovereign vanished, and if the people will heed anyone...
Maintaining order in Vermund must be quite a burden upon the...
Without you for a little while.
It is not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
So you've come. I'm Captain Brandt has already apprised. Truth be told, I had so long as we cow. My ministers have approved the plans, and the only remaining obstacle. I have tried to make her see reason. However, I cannot if I cannot convince her. Now, there are a few matters we will require. Might I prevail? You may assure him that the royal...
Such quietude is a blessing.
Queen Regent Disa hardly leaves her chambers. Between you and me,
Have you come to claim my life, Arisen? But I shall go to the grave with a smile on my lips, for So do as you will. Do with me as you will. What are you doing? Unhand me at once! Guards! Help me!
You have brought Mother to me. I see. My thanks, friend.
Sven.
You may leave us. Now that we can speak...
What's to be done about this? Oh, Sven.
Begging your pardon, sir, but I've...
Is this enough to have avoided the...
Be gone with you, and if you think I require the use of all... What are you doing? Put that away! No! Spare me! I pray you! I fear for my life. I must pull myself together.
Well, reckon he won't be coming back here in a hurry. As a matter of fact, I'd like... It didn't sit right, see? Anyhow. As long as I... And if that craven comes crawling...
They say a crisis reveals one's true character, but that man was no less miserably selfish than he always seemed.
True enough.
Oof. My pack's grown rather heavy.
Perhaps 'tis time we return to our base.
We shall remain here.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Ah, you've returned. How fair you do. That puts paid to the last of...
I'd sooner stay out of the back.
I shall suffer none to disturb this peace of equipment.